Hello, this is Mr. Hornsby 83 with a Mr. Hornsby 83 roundtable. To my left is oh, that's right, JC's not here no more. I tried to get him to come over for WrestleMania so he can help me with the WrestleMania review, but he was working late that night, so I'm finally going to get to the roundtable discussion about TNA, what they need to do to fix their problems, what they need to do to get back to the glory years of TNA when they were actually good. First things first, they are lacking a lot of star power. They've lost some big stars, which I will talk about here shortly. They did gain a couple big stars. Let's start with when TNA started hitting that downward spiral, which was when they brought in Hulk Hogan and Eric Bischoff. Then they tried to do the Monday Night Wars 2.0, which wasn't working, even though I was watching TNA Monday morning. I was Raw. I'm sure not everybody was, but one good thing they did just recently, they drew Galloway, the world champion. Glad he won. Like I said, I really love Drew Galloway now because when I met him, and he just talked to me like we were friends for 10 years, and I'm like, wow. So Drew Galloway's awesome. I'm glad he won the title. They also signed Michael Bennett from Ring of Honor, which was also a good thing. They're pushing Michael Bennett a little bit, and I think eventually Michael Bennett's going to be TNA World Champion. But one big thing, too, is, like I said, they're lacking star power. I mean, yeah, you got guys like Galloway, you got Bennett, but people who's never watched the Indies or watched Ring of Honor or watched New Japan or anything like that don't know who the heck them guys are. Well, they know who Drew Galloway is because he's in WWE, but like Michael Bennett, people are like, who's that guy? And the fact that they just lost Bobby Roode, which is really going to hurt them in the long run. Not only that, they had just put Beer Money back together, and now they're split up again because Bobby Roode left. I think it was something to do with they were offering him the same payment, or they were paying people, like younger guys, more than him. And, my thing is, with Bobby Roode, they should have made him the face of the company right after AJ Styles left. But it took him a while to even push him back to the title. He eventually did get back to the title, but only held it for a short time, which was really disappointing after being longest reigning world champion. That was just ridiculous. Eric Young, on the other hand, I really don't think that's a big deal because, Eric Young, yeah, they put him in this program where him and Bram were teaming up, and Eric Young, he was the King of the Mountain champion, which I will talk about that here in a sec, because that's an annoying name for its freaking secondary title. But Eric Young leaving ain't really a big deal to me. Wasn't doing much. Yeah, they had him starting a feud with Jeff Hardy, which they just solved that this past Tuesday, which was last night, on TNA, so I'm sure that was done. Eli Drake, I wonder when they're going to have him cash in that, because although I will say he's not as big of a loss as Bobby Roode is, he's still a pretty major loss for TNA because he's done almost everything for TNA. When you wanted him to be the comedy guy, he was the comedy guy. When you wanted him to be, and that might sound like I'm contradicting myself, but when you wanted him to be serious, he was serious. And I loved this new psycho gimmick they gave him. Like, he was acting completely insane. Although some of his promos were like long-winded, like, when I do this, then I will do that. So it was pretty funny, but you will take me serious. But also Kurt Angle retiring. Who knows? He might pop up in WWE. Probably get a Legends contract, so that's gonna make Mattel happy. That's gonna make collectors happy. That's gonna make wrestling figures, other people that get wrestling figures, happy. If that happens, who knows? I ain't heard nothing about it lately, but I ain't been on WrestleZone in a while. Another thing too, you have good wrestling matches, but you really ain't. Yeah, but you gotta have the money too. Like Vince McMahon, like when WCW was around, They had the money, and I'll be honest with you. Had Paul Heyman had the money, and ECW kept getting as big as they were, I think ECW would have freaking ended up winning the Monday Night Wars, maybe. But Heyman didn't have the money, and WCW just started making stupid decisions. But ECW makes stupid decisions too, like passing over RVD for the World Heavyweight title for guys like Rhino and freaking Steve Corino, well, aka Mr. Wrestling Free now, if you watch Ring of Honor. I just, and another thing too, this is the third channel that TNA has been on, and you know why? It's partially because of management. The management is crazy. You got Billy Corgan, who's a former alternative / rock and roll singer. You got Dixie Carter running the company, and they just keep making stupid decisions. I mean, like with the Destination America thing, the Spike TV thing. Well, the prediction I made about Spike TV bringing in Global Force never happened yet. But, I mean, right now, TNA is just being outclassed by every other promotion. And as bad as WWE is right now, they're outclassing TNA. New Japan outclassing TNA. Ring of Honor outclassing TNA. Heck, even freaking NWF here in Northern Kentucky's probably outclassing freaking TNA. That's how bad it's gotten with TNA. They need to get back to what they were when they first started. Great wrestling, great management, and just focus on, being the alternative to WWE. Not trying to be like WWE, because that's another mistake they made. Like, right after Daniel Bryan won the title in 2014, guess what? Eric Young gets the belt. And then, just like when people were praising, oh, Daniel Bryan, he deserved it. He's worked hard for it. They had people on TNA doing the same thing with Eric Young. They even had the little authority angle when MVP was in there talking about, I came here, I was going to run things right, but now I want the belt, and I'm going to screw Eric Young every chance I get. There's just a lot of problems with TNA that needs to be fixed. And when they get those fixed, I think TNA will get to the level they used to be. But until they fix that, I mean, in their X division, probably not. It's not as good as it used to be back in the day. But until they get all those problems fixed, it's just gonna be, I don't know. It's just gonna be ridiculous how things go. But I don't know what else to say about TNA. They're lacking star power, but who can they get? WWE locks up everybody. They lock up every single superstar, especially the young guys. So, I don't know, unless CM Punk makes some big return and goes to TNA, which I doubt, but if he does return, he'll go back to WWE. But right now, he's an MMA fighter. But, yeah, I guess that'll do it for this video. Friday, I will have a toy talk, and unlike talking about Mattel, I'm going to be talking about my favorite freaking toy making company, NECA. I love NECA. They make great figures. I do have some complaints about them, like Mattel. I mean, I like Mattel too. My problem is a couple of the belts they've made for the figures that really suck. $1 Million belt, the Attitude Era belt, the Undisputed belt. But, yeah, I'll be doing that Friday. If I don't get to it Friday, probably Saturday. I'm going to get to the Madden review. Madden 16. I know the game's old, but that'll do it. Please like this video, leave a comment, subscribe for more. Also, my daughter made me a new intro. I hope you guys like it. Let me know what you think of it in the comments. She also made me an outro. Let me know what you guys think of that too. Follow me.
Lizzie Light Pants.
Lizzie Light Pants. Is that what it is? But yeah, please like this video, leave a comment, subscribe for more. Follow me on my Facebook fan page at Mr. Hornby83, or Mr. Hornby83 Topics. Then on Twitter at Mr. Hornby83. So, till the Toy Talk video this Friday or maybe Saturday, peace out.